Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Cyrano, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some of my favorite devices with a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. But if it's your very first time to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, if you're brand new to the channel, but if you're already a part of the crew, salute. Now, the first device I'm going to be taking a look at with a side-mounted fingerprint sensor is the Poco X3 NFC, and this is a device that has a 6.67-inch LCD IPS Full HD Plus display 20:9 aspect ratio. On the right-hand side is where we do get the side-mounted fingerprint sensor, and it will be housed right inside of the phone. The sides on this device are plastic, so I just want to make note of that, and the volume rocker is actually right above it, so just want to throw that out there as well. But it's pretty solid when it comes to the overall build. You can see the side mounted fingerprint sensor right there. Camera module on the back looks really good as well, so I just like this device's design. It's kind of different, it's definitely different from other devices that I've seen in the phone department or whatever. But this one does have that nice design. Gorilla Glass is on here as well, so I think that's pretty cool that it has that nice solid build on here as well, so it's really premium. The glass doesn't scratch on the front of it, which is kind of cool, so it's really resistant to scratches. But just a really overall solid performance. 120 hertz refresh rate on here, as well as a 5160 milliamp hour battery. Really customizable software with themes and icons that you can adjust, ringtones, just a ton of stuff you could play around with, the wallpapers and stuff like that. But one of my favorite devices when it comes to side-mounted fingerprint sensors for budget devices. Now, my next favorite phone with the side-mounted fingerprint sensor is the ZTE Blade V 2020 Smart, and this is going to come in a 4GB with 128, or you can get the smaller version if you want to save some money on the purchase or whatever. But this is going to have a really nice overall design with the camera, which will basically stay like housed inside of the phone. Like, it's going to be really embedded in there nicely or whatever. So it's really got a really good design on here. Really nice plush feel in the back of it, which doesn't really even get any fingerprints on here. You can see right here we do have the side-mounted fingerprint as well as a power button, and when you hit that, it's doubling as a power button. Volume rocker right above it as well, with the headphone jack on here as well. On the Poco X3 NFC, like I was talking about, you do get an IR blaster and a headphone jack, so I thought that was pretty cool, and dual speakers. But this one doesn't have dual speakers. It has a microphone up top and a microphone down below as well. Thought that was pretty cool. We also do have the SoC on here is this SC9863 4GB of RAM coupled with 128, like I said before, 5000 milliamp hour battery on board, 16 megapixel for the rear and 8 on the front. And it's also going to be coupled with a wide angle macro camera and portrait as well. So just a really solid device overall for the price. I really like this device because it has a really huge display, nice side-mounted fingerprint sensor, really nice overall colors and feel in the hand, and a headphone jack as well. Now, the next device we're going to be talking about is the Samsung Galaxy A12, and this device is really popular. It also has a really nice tone to it on the back. You can see it has like a two-tone finish on the back of it, which looks really nice. We also do have a nice camera, 48 megapixel around back, 8 on the front, which is pretty cool. One UI 3.1 with Android 11 as well. So they got updated from Android 12 Android 10, which is pretty cool. 5000 milliamp hour battery on this thing. We also do have a 720 by 1560 19:5:9 TFT LCD IPS display on here, 264 for the PPI as well. Helio MediaTek P35 as well on here with the PowerVR GE8320, which is pretty cool. Decent panel. It's not going to be the craziest in the world, but you can see you do get that side mounted fingerprint sensor with the volume rocker right above it. For some reason, they always put it above it with the headphone jack on the bottom, Type-C for charging, mono speaker, and you know what I'm saying, they do also put headphone microphone up top as well, which is pretty cool. On the left hand side, there's nothing, but it's a decent fingerprint sensor. Right now it's like still firing up for the first time or whatever, so that's why it's taking long. But let's just test that out. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now it's firing up. Okay, cool. So let's lock that and hit the fingerprint. There's a slight delay right now. For some reason, it's just not turning on, but it does have a decent reaction most of the time. It's just right now it's like kind of starting up still, so that's the reason why it's doing that. All right, so let's try to test it out right now and see if it's back to normal. So I'm gonna lock the display and the side mounted fingerprint sensor. All right, so that works pretty quickly on the Samsung Galaxy. Oh, it's a little bit slippery on the back. Do that one more time. So it's kind of delayed, but you know, this is another device with the side mounted fingerprint. But the last device we're going to be talking about is the Moto G Power 2021, and this is a nice device with the side mounted fingerprint sensor, volume rocker right above it, nice camera module on here with the you know, configuration of 4 or 64 or 3 to 32 depending on which one you choose. But it's going to give you both options: 48 megapixel around back, 8 on the front, headphone jack up top, microphone up top, microphone down below, Type-C as well, single firing speaker on the bottom, plastic design, and nice build. Doesn't get fingerprints on this device, which something I really do appreciate. 5000 milliamp hour battery, 6.6 LCD IPS display on here, which is going to be really nice when looking at social media, browsing the web, things of that nature. But the power button is the side mounted fingerprint sensor as well on this device, and you just hold that down. You will get Android 11 on this thing as well, as you know, it's just a really nice performance. And it recently got updated from Android 10 to Android 11, which was pretty cool. 266 for the PPI on here, as well as a 720 by 1600 display, 20 by 9 aspect ratio. For the processing chip, it's in the SoC on here. It's going to be a Snapdragon 662 coupled with the Adreno 610 as well. So, you know, gyroscope on board, 2 megapixel macro camera on this thing, or your moto gestures, you know, security on here. This thing will run really quickly as well, so it doesn't matter whether you get the 3 gigabytes or the 4. It's going to be a solid device overall. Really nice punch hole in the front of the camera right there, as you can see. When this thing gets going, it just starts to fly. For a budget device, I was really impressed with the overall experience with this thing. But that side mounted fingerprint sensor is going to be pretty decent, so when you touch that, you will get like a slight delay or whatever. It's gonna take a little while to fire up and get used to your fingerprint sensor after you turn it on. But I just want to throw that out there, that these are my top 5 budget devices with the side mounted fingerprint sensor. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about all of these devices and which one you have or which one you plan on picking up. And if you don't have any one of these, let me know which one you're rocking at the moment. But I'm gonna get right back with you, and I'm going to show up in the comment section as well, so I can answer all your questions and stuff like that. But do me a favor, hit both the like and the subscribe button, show your support and appreciation, and I'm going to get right back with you later, group. Peace.